We have Norma Garcia Gonzalez, the Los Angeles County Director of Parks and Recreation.
Yay, Norma. Yay. Thank you, Brett, and good afternoon and welcome to Irving Magic Johnson Park at the heart of the community of Willowbrook. I want to welcome you to this community and so excited to share about all of the wonderful community, children, and family-oriented programming that we have at LA County Parks to offer. We're very excited that LA County Parks will host a Fan Fest here at Irving Magic Johnson Park, sponsored by Supervisor Holly J. Mitchell. Yay! As well as viewing parties throughout Los Angeles County. Very excited that communities and children are also available to engage in the game of playing soccer, very affordable throughout Los Angeles County. We have thousands of children playing at this time. We also want to encourage families to enroll children in being active, being outdoors, and connecting with friends through the sport of public sports. But we also want the public, as you come and experience all of the wonderful soccer activities as well as park activities this summer, to be safe. So parks are a wonderful way to come out and enjoy the outdoors with families, to meet with neighbors, and to connect with nature. We want families to come and be ready with a water bottle, comfortable clothing, and enjoy the outdoors of parks. We also, if it's a little too hot outside, all of our indoor facilities have around-the-clock air conditioning. So at any time, members of the public can go inside one of our facilities, like this very room, to get respite from the heat, cool down, and then go back outdoors and enjoy your public parks. Prepare for being at public parks this summer, your water bottles, snacks. But children, I also want to mention that at all our county parks, children that are under the ages of 18 can receive free snacks and a free summer lunch program. There's so much to be offered for our children and families at LA County Parks. We want you to enjoy the summer, enjoy all of the wonderful festivities, and be safe. And now it is my honor to welcome and introduce Supervisor Holly J. Mitchell, who is a champion, yes, a champion for communities, for families. She wants to make sure that departments are getting out the message of all that wonderful programming that we have to offer in our LA County Parks this summer. Thank you, Supervisor, for your advocacy and your work.
Thank you, Norma. I appreciate you. Good morning. Today, I'm LA County Supervisor Holly Mitchell, H-O-L-L-Y-M-I-T-C-H-E-L-L. Proud to represent the 2nd Supervisorial District, and you're standing right in the middle of it at this amazing county asset. It is really one of the jewels in the entire county of Los Angeles. Today marks an exciting moment as FIFA World Cup officially begins. We've been talking about it for a long time, and the day has arrived. In an hour, it will kick off. Mexico versus South Africa, and we are all here for the beautiful game. And here in LA County, we welcome residents, visitors, and fans from around the globe as our region takes center stage tomorrow to host our first match. The World Cup, as you all can certainly appreciate, is more than a game. It's a celebration of culture, community, and connection. And LA County is proud to step in as a cultural hub and host. We're excited to highlight the people, places, and businesses that make LA County so unique. And as excitement is building, LA County's priority is making sure everyone can celebrate safely. That's how I know I'm old, Dr. Ferrer, when something as fun as FIFA is happening, and Chief Harris and I are sitting there thinking about how can we make sure we keep everybody safe. But that's what we're here to talk about today. It is our priority. Our LA County departments, and thank you for all of my LA County family for being here and making this a priority, as well as our community partners, have been working together to prepare for this moment, and I encourage every resident and visitor to follow the guidance and recommendations that we're going to share today. I'm proud to be partnering with FIFA and the LA Sports and Entertainment Commission to host an official FIFA fan zone right here at Magic Johnson Park. It's going to be a party. July 4th and 5th. What a great weekend. We welcome fans, again, from across the county to watch 4 World Cup matches here at the park, joined by vendors and performers and community organizations from the Willowbrook community. It'll be here at the park. We're going to shut down Avalon Boulevard. It is going to be something. I hope you will all come and share your 4th of July holiday with us. So whether you're joining us at a fan zone, attending a match, if you're lucky, or getting together with family and friends, we all have a role to play in keeping ourselves and our community safe. So we're excited to welcome the world, to showcase the heart of LA County and celebrate this incredible moment together safely and responsibly. But we want to do so safely. And to kick off that conversation, to make sure everyone knows what to do to be safe, it's my pleasure to introduce LA County Public Health Director, Dr. Barbara Ferrer.
Good morning, and thank you everyone for joining us at this beautiful park in the heart of Willowbrook. I do want to begin by thanking Supervisor Holly Mitchell for her extraordinary leadership and deep commitment to the health and well-being of all LA County residents. We're blessed to have a fearless champion of equity and justice guiding our county during these challenging times. And I also want to thank Norma and her team at Parks for not only welcoming us to this park, but for creating safe places all around the county for our families and young people to gather and recreate. Today we're going to be joined by 2 amazing partners as we come together, and we have for the last year, to plan for making sure that everyone stays healthy and safe during these World Cup games. We'll be joined by the LA County Emergency Medical Services Agency and the LA County Fire Department. And I want to thank them for their collaboration and commitment to helping visitors and residents stay safe throughout the entire FIFA World Cup. This effort reflects what LA County does best: agencies working together to protect the health and safety of our communities. As we prepare for the FIFA World Cup, our focus is on making sure that residents and visitors have the information and resources they are going to need to be safe. The FIFA World Cup will bring here to LA County a great time to celebrate, but it'll be accompanied by large crowds, increased outdoor activity, and people from around the world making sure that they're coming here to have a good time. But that means that we have to be prepared and that public awareness is particularly important. Whether you're attending a match, visiting a fan zone, gathering with friends and family for a watch party, or participating in one of the many community events taking place across the county, we want people to know and have the resources that they need to make informed decisions and avoid preventable health risks. One of the most important health messages for people is that heat can be dangerous. This is especially true for people who may be more vulnerable to heat-related illness. That includes older adults, young children, people with disabilities, outdoor workers, pregnant people, and people experiencing homelessness. Being safe means staying hydrated and drinking water throughout the day. Don't wait until you're thirsty. If you're headed to an event, bring a reusable water bottle when it's allowed, and take advantage of hydration stations that will be available throughout the region. For those who are attending soccer matches at SoFi Stadium, each person is allowed to bring in 1 factory-sealed plastic bottle filled with water. These bottles can then be refilled with free water at the stadium throughout the match. Take breaks from the sun and seek shade whenever possible. For those folks attending the Fan Fest this week at the Coliseum, please note that it will be hot. So wear lightweight clothing and have sunscreen, sunglasses, and a hat. This safety tip applies to anyone who will be outdoors for extended periods of time on hot days. We're also encouraging everyone to celebrate safely and plan ahead before you go. If consuming alcohol or substances are part of your plans, Never drive while impaired. Use a designated sober driver, public transportation, or a rideshare service to get from place to place and home safely. We also want people to know that naloxone saves lives. Naloxone is a safe, effective medication that can reverse an opioid overdose and help keep someone alive until emergency response arrives. Free naloxone will be available at fan zones and community health stations all across the county, and information about those locations can be found on our website. Because we're welcoming visitors from around the world, we're also reminding people to take simple steps to prevent the spread of illness. Large gatherings can increase the transmission of communicable diseases such as colds, flu, norovirus, measles, and whooping cough. If you're feeling sick, please stay home and avoid spreading your germs. Wash your hands often and always before eating and after toileting. Vaccinations remain the most effective defense against many infectious diseases like measles. And when purchasing prepared food, always look for the letter grade. That grade lets you know that the venue has been inspected for compliance with food safety regulations. These common sense measures are steps you can take to protect yourself and those around you. Last week, the LA County Department of Public Health launched the Winning Starts With campaign, which provides practical guidance and resources all in one place to help residents and visitors stay healthy, stay safe, and celebrate responsibly throughout the tournament. Through Winning Starts With, residents and visitors can access information and resources related to heat safety, hydration, overdose prevention, communicable disease prevention, emergency preparedness, and other important public health topics. The Winning Starts With website also has maps that display information on where are those hydration stations, where can you get naloxone, and what community health resources are available throughout the county. At the end of our day, our message is simple. Winning starts with preparation. It starts with staying hydrated, planning ahead, looking out for one another, and taking a few simple steps to protect your health and the health of those around you. We want residents and visitors alike to enjoy the excitement, the energy, and the sense of community that comes with the FIFA World Cup, and we want everyone to create memories that last a lifetime. For more information, safety resources, and locations of hydration stations and community health resources, please visit winningstartswith.com. And now it's my great pleasure to introduce Deputy Fire Chief Robert Harris of the LA County Fire Department. Deputy Chief Harris will discuss the importance of looking out for one another during periods of extreme heat and how community preparedness helps keep residents and visitors safe. Thank you, Deputy. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Ferrer. Good morning. The fire department's goal as we prepare to host the 2026 FIFA World Games is to ensure that we create a safe and memorable experience for all. Our role as public safety partners is to keep our residents and our travelers safe. As fans descend on Los Angeles County for the World Games, extreme heat and humidity have the potential to create risks not only to our residents, but also our spectators and players alike. With the potentials of the temperatures reaching from 90 to 100 degrees, within portions of Los Angeles County, we encourage everyone to follow the following steps. Number one, drink plenty of water. 2, we want to wear lightweight, light-colored, loose-fitting clothing. If you're outside, taking part in any outside activities, we want to ensure that we seek shade whenever possible, apply plenty of sunscreen, and wear a hat or use an umbrella if able. We want to ensure that we're checking on our family members, especially our older population and vulnerable individuals, and our children during these extreme heat periods. We want to also look out for our four-legged friends and never leave our pets in cars unattended, as well as any persons. Feel free to call 211 to find the nearest cooling center near you. When possible, we want to ensure that we reduce any physical activity or any excessive exercise during these peak periods of heat. If you are experiencing heat exhaustion, these symptoms may include dizziness, thirst, heavy sweating, headache, nausea, or weakness. If you have these symptoms, we encourage you to move to a cooler area immediately, loosen your clothing, maybe take a sip of water, and seek medical attention. Heat stroke, which is more serious, those signs and symptoms may include confusion, dizziness, rapid pulse, extreme body temperature, and even unconsciousness. In the event of those symptoms, we want to encourage you to act fast by calling 911. Bystanders may move that person to a cooler area, loosen their clothing, and give them water and cool with ice. In further preparation for the upcoming games, the fire department, we have augmented our staffing, including our lifeguards, to ensure that we stand ready to be able to respond swiftly to any fire or emergency, EMS-related emergency quickly, whether it's by land, water, or air. In closing, in collaboration with our county family, we urge all of our residents to visit alertlacounty.gov to sign up for emergency alert. For emergency preparedness resources, including the location of cooling centers, we also want to encourage you to visit ready.lacounty.gov. Now I'd like to introduce Dr. Denise Whitfield, Assistant Medical Director of the Los Angeles County Emergency Services Agency. Dr. Whitfield, she's going to discuss when an emergency concern becomes a medical emergency. Please welcome Dr. Whitfield. Thank you.
Thank you, Deputy Chief Harris, and also thank you to Dr. Ferrer, Supervisor Mitchell, our partners at Parks and Recreation, and the Department of Public Health for bringing us together today. My name is Dr. Denise Whitfield, and I am the Assistant Medical Director at the Los Angeles County Emergency Medical Services Agency, where my role is to help ensure our emergency medical system is prepared to respond when people need care. Over the coming weeks, Los Angeles County will welcome visitors from around the world. Most people attending matches, watch parties, and community celebrations will have a safe and enjoyable experience. But with large crowds, long days outside, and increased activity, we also expect to see people experiencing medical emergencies that require immediate attention. One of the most important things I want people to remember is to trust your instincts. If someone appears seriously ill or injured, do not wait to seek help. Call 911 immediately if someone loses consciousness, has difficulty breathing, experiences chest pain, suffers a serious injury, has a seizure, or shows signs of heat stroke, such as confusion, a change in their mental status, or loss of consciousness. If you are attending an event with family or friends, take a moment beforehand to make sure everyone knows how to reach one another in the event of an emergency. Keep your phone charged, know your location, and be prepared to provide clear information to emergency responders if assistance is needed. For individuals with chronic medical conditions, we encourage you to plan ahead. Bring any medications that you may need, stay aware of how you're feeling throughout the day, and do not ignore symptoms that may be worsening. We also want visitors to know that Los Angeles County has a robust emergency medical system. EMS personnel, hospitals, dispatch centers, and public safety partners work together every day to respond to emergencies across our region. And we are prepared to support residents and visitors throughout the World Cup. Our goal is simple. If you need help, we want to get you the right care as quickly as possible. The best World Cup memories should be about the matches, the celebrations, and time spent with family and friends, not a medical emergency. By planning ahead, paying attention to those around you, and seeking care when needed, we can help you ensure that everyone has a safe and healthy experience. And thank you, and I will turn it over to Dr. Ferrer.
Thank you so much, and I want to thank everyone for coming. I particularly want to thank the media for covering this. We know that there's a lot of excitement around the World Cup, but as you've heard from 3 of the departments at the county, it's important that particularly our residents and our visitors know that there are ways to make sure that this is safe celebrating, joyous times for all, and all of that happens with some common sense planning ahead of time. I want to thank the supervisor for being with us today, again, with a message about this is LA, we're here, we welcome everyone, we're going to have a great World Cup, but we're going to do it by taking care of each other. I'm happy to take any questions. Sí, seguro que sí. Tengo alguien aquí que puede hacer una entrevista en español. La doctora aquí, Alacrón. No lo voy a decirle aquí porque coge mucho tiempo. Okay. No, vamos a dejar. Why don't you can come up if you want. Tenemos una doctora aquí con nosotros hoy para hacerlo en español.
Okay, perfect. Hola, buenos días. Soy la doctora Alarcón del Departamento de Salud Pública del Condado de Los Ángeles. Y sí, nada más para hacer eco a lo que hemos estado haciendo. Muchas gracias a la supervisora por tenernos aquí el día de hoy. Y también nada más para decirle a todos que estamos muy emocionados y felices de poder tener la celebración de la Copa Mundial, pero que con ello también tenemos que tener nada más cuidado para cuidarnos unos a los otros, para celebrar de manera sana. Y más o menos lo que estamos manejando es mantenernos hidratados, podemos llevar nuestras botellas de agua hacia las fiestas que vamos a tener, hacia los parques, los eventos, las competencias también. El ver que las personas a nuestro alrededor estén sanas. Si tienen cualquier duda de que alguien pierda la conciencia, de que tenga un ataque epiléptico, simplemente no se ve bien, no duden, hablen al 911 y también, por supuesto, que cualquier actividad de diversión que tengan sea todo con moderación. Entonces, no manejamos y vamos a tomar, nos estamos cuidando para celebrar juntos y si nos sentimos enfermos nos quedamos en la casa. Y por supuesto, lavarse las manos y vacunarse si es lo que se necesita. Gracias. Oh, yes. La doctora Gemma Alarcón del Departamento de Salud Pública del Condado de Los Ángeles. Mucho gusto.
Thank you.
Of course.
I want to add something out of sheer embarrassment. While everything that we've heard today sounds completely logical, have your water, wear loose clothing, heat stroke, I'm so glad you walked through the specifics because I was that mom that didn't recognize that her son was in the middle of a heat stroke in the middle of the t-ball field. Why? Because I thought it's not that hot out here. I felt comfortable, and so I assumed that he would too. Until I described the symptoms to the pediatrician, he said, yeah, that's heat stroke. And so don't assume because you're not hot or you don't think that it's excessive, that applies particularly to the seniors or your children, particularly young children with you. So I think the heat stroke warning is something we should all take heed to. I know we're all going to have our water and hats, and people of color understand that we need sunscreen too, but the heat stroke piece I think is critically important, particularly for parents who may think, oh, they're used to running around in the heat, they'll be fine. So please pay attention, recognize if there's any even slight change in behavior in your child, particularly young ones who may not be able to verbalize that they're feeling different. Mine was just kind of stood there and was just kind of staring off at the distance in a gaze. And I was like, stop picking daisies, you're playing outfield. No, he was in the middle of a heat stroke. And so I really wanted to share that personal experience to help all of us understand just because you don't feel overheated doesn't mean someone else doesn't.
Thank you so much, Supervisor. And I think it really is important to remind all of us that for small children, older people, the heat really can affect them very differently. So that's super important. I also want to note we were at the Coliseum yesterday, and it was really, really hot on the field. And a lot of the activities are on the field there, so we're really urging people that are going to the Coliseum to make sure they're prepared, make sure they have hats on, plenty of sunscreen, and that they're seeking out water. The Coliseum and SoFi Stadium will have free water stations all over their event venues. People just need to make sure that they're prepared to go ahead and get some water at multiple times during the day. Any other questions? Sure.
Dr. Ferrer, I got a question. With this FIFA World Cup being a worldwide event, like we discussed, should we be concerned about any communicable diseases with people coming from all over the world? And the second part of my question is, will there be any type of health screening or passengers coming through LA World airports?
Yeah, there's no health screening. I'll start with the last question. There's no health screening at LA airports beyond the usual screenings that happen. There's no special screening that's happening. Obviously, if people are visibly ill, there's a process in place at LAX. I do want to note that anytime we have people coming from all over the world, there's a heightened risk of there being exposures to communicable diseases. The two issues that are worrying us the most, where we think there's the most capacity for there to be spread during an event of this size, the first is measles. That's just because there are measles outbreaks all across the world and in the United States. And we're going to urge people, we've already sent out information to all the providers, but urge people to be on alert, to notify us if they develop measles. There's a whole system in place. And then we will work very carefully with our venues to make sure that the public gets notifications as warranted. The most important way to prevent measles is obviously to come fully vaccinated to these events. Norovirus is something else that spreads pretty easily when there are lots of people together. I want to remind people that for norovirus, to protect yourself, you need to wash your hands with soap and water. Hand sanitizer is not going to work in those situations. So as we're in a lot of places where people are going to be eating and sharing food together, washing hands becomes essential. I want to note at all of the venues that are hosting events, there are toilets and places for people to wash their hands. We always encourage people to wash their hands, particularly before eating and after toileting. In terms of our worry about people coming, I know that folks are somewhat worried. We've had hantavirus, a new strain from the Andes strain that has been top of mind for some people, and there is an outbreak of a new strain of Ebola in parts of Africa. The screening for visitors coming from parts of Africa is an ongoing setup by the Centers for Disease Control. Anybody coming from those parts of Africa who's been there in the last 21 days is going through extra screening, and they are flying through 4 airports. LAX is not one of them. None of the LA airports are actually doing that screening. Any other questions? Okay, great. We appreciate everyone being here. I want to again thank Norma and the entire staff of this beautiful park for welcoming us today. Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, and we have, there are fact sheets. They're in English and Spanish. They're in the back on just about every health issue that there is related to being safe. So feel free to pick them up.